Hey guys, let me know what kind of weather you're having right now because there's been a serious change to the whole cold freeze situation to most of the United States. And a lot of people are seeing whiplash, they say. So we're going to dig into this story, but also I found an interesting story about Epic Gardener. And I want to cover that because it is a beautiful thing for us to aspire to if you are looking to turn your garden and homesteading journey into a business for you. They're saying that 75% of all Americans will soon have a chance to warm up with above average temperatures arriving next week compared to the far below zero temperatures that have been going on in the past week. High temperatures next week will be around 70 to 90 degrees warmer in some places. Some of the cities that will see the most extreme temperature changes are located as far as North Dakota and as far south as Texas. For example, while Dallas had temperatures of 13 degrees Thursday morning, temperatures there will rise into the low 70s by Monday. The most extreme temperature will be in North Dakota. Their temperature last week dipped down to negative 45 degrees Wednesday morning, and come Monday, their temperature will be near 50 degrees, a difference of 90 degrees. So basically, if you are planning on getting your gardening together and you haven't started yet, because of all the cold, because of all the snow, now is the time to get out there and put your hands in the dirt, okay? Enjoy that soil between your fingers and the sun shining on your face and get as much done as you possibly can because we know we are having weird weather. And just because it's warm next week in some areas, it may not be by the next week. Who knows? So let's get into. And also, let me know down in the comments, are you starting a garden this year? Are you a first-time gardener? Are you been gardening for years? And some of the things that you're planting in your garden. So this next story is a beautiful story I want to share with you guys about Epic Gardening. For those who think you cannot make a living off of gardening and homesteading, you definitely can if you put your mind into it, your back into it, your whole heart into it, and get it done. So Epic Gardening is a creator who grew a backyard gardening business to more than $50 million. I was shocked. I mean, I've watched that channel many times, but I don't count people's pockets. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's such, what he's doing is so good. And obviously, a lot of people love it. So this article is out of MSN, and I just want to share it with you guys, something positive in a world of so much negativity out here. So a community-driven content creator leveraged YouTube to grow his backyard business into a full-scale enterprise with big box store ambitions. Kevin Espirito, and I hope I'm saying your name right, path to entrepreneurial success hasn't gone the conventional way. It required some old school wisdom about rolling up your sleeves and getting his hands dirty. What started a simple hydroponics blog in 2013 has blossomed into a multi-million-dollar business that's revolutionizing how people think about home gardening. The San Diego natives gardening education and retail company Epic Gardening is the name of the channel also, is on a trajectory of 80 million in annual revenue in 2024. They say before he founded Epic Gardening, the 30-something Espirito spent his college years playing online poker, making around $250,000 before deciding that wasn't the life he wanted. After graduating with a business economics degree, he tried everything from drumming to photography, website development, and SEO before landing on an unlikely pursuit, teaching people how to grow food in small places. That is definitely how I found him in 2020. He was one of the first ones that I found growing in small places. We were renting and I didn't want to, use the whole entire yard. So I just kind of cornered off a spot and figured out how I was going to get that done. So Espirito knew from his limited experience with building simple websites and doing SEO that finding a niche and becoming an expert was important to success. So whether his intuition was leading him down a path or he really just got into gardening to get away from wasting time playing video games. One summer with his brother is up for debate. Business success and failure are like this. He found himself in the right place at the right time. It was just before homesteading, the trad wife movement, or the wellness era we're living in became popular. Now Epic Gardening has expanded far beyond its content creation roots, employing more than 50 full-time staff, including up to about 30 warehouse workers. So Epic Gardening says, I think I made $17,000 that first year, going full-time in 2016. Esposito recalls with a laugh, it all just went right back into business. That investment paid off. The company's growth trajectory is remarkable. Annual revenue jumped from $70,000 in 2017 to $225,000 in 2018. Then hit $550,000 in 2019. Epic Gardening exploded, reaching $2.8 million in 2020 and $7.3 million in 2021. When it comes to going from content creation to commerce creation, it says, unlike traditional direct-to-consumer brands that start with products and layers on marketing, Epic Gardening built its foundation through educational content on YouTube. Epic Gardening built its foundation through educational content on YouTube. I felt like I needed to say that again. The Epic Gardening YouTube channel has nearly 4 million subscribers, most eager to learn how to grow their own veggies and fruits. His YouTube videos and blog posts are not about selling, they're about teaching. YouTube is one of the best places for educational content for several reasons. For one, it's one of the largest search engines in the world and a place for visual learning, like me, who like to watch and listen to how things are done in order to fully comprehend the instructions. That is me. I'm a visual person. I need to see it. I need to see it. You can tell me all day and I can figure it in my mind, but until I see it, it might not click. The other reason YouTube might be the optimal ecosystem is because it's now integrated with YouTube TV and other broadcast style productions that run alongside over-the-top networks on TV screens in homes. So I personally am paying attention to the marketing part of the situation, whether I'm trying to grow food to sell, because that's a whole different situation. But the marketing part of YouTube is the part that I'm more interested in. So unlike bite-sized clips on TikTok designed for swiping through quickly, mid-form 8 to 15 minutes, and long-form 20 to 60 minutes, content like Epic Gardening produces blurs the lines between Hollywood production and a literal backyard series. How you are positioned on YouTube definitely counts. He's saying that the positioning is a huge opportunity for content creators programming to be viewed alongside highly produced shows like The Great British Bake Off for greater acceptance and possible spin-offs. He says, for one, you need to be building a connection with your audience, and that's what he was doing. He got his audience. He found a way to connect to them, and that proved invaluable when he eventually started launching his products. So the transition to commerce came naturally, he says, when he noticed his audience frequently asking about the gardening products he used. Hint, hint, for the gardener, you know who you are. And people are constantly asking you where you get this, where you get that. That's a start, girl. That's a start, okay? The transition to commerce came naturally when he noticed his audience frequently asking about the gardening products he used. His first major product launch was a raised garden bed from Australia. He says he used half his money that he had. He put $40,000 of his $70,000 total into a shipping container, and he bought, he he bought those beds and he had them in a container, and all 500 units pre-sold within 1 week. That calculated risk taking reflects his poker background. If you have a pocket aces, and I don't know anything about poker, that wins 80% of the time against any random hand, but you would never risk complete bankruptcy on an 80% chance in business. Instead, you look for opportunities where the downside is minimal and the upside is significant. Epic Gardening has since expanded its product line and even acquired Botanical Interest, a 30-year-old seed company known for its illustrated packets. The acquisition strategy reflects Espirito's go-for-it approach to brand building. We're building a universe, he explains. Our universe exists in the real world at the nursery. When you purchase our seeds or products, it exists in our videos, blog articles, and podcasts in our totality. The words we use and how we look and feel. This holistic approach to brand building has helped Epic Gardening maintain its authenticity while scaling rapidly. The company now offers products ranging from its signature raised beds to grow bags, gardening trays, and 2 distinct seed lines: the Heritage Botanical Interest brand and a new simplified Epic Gardening seed line designed specifically for beginners. Despite reaching 8-figure revenue, Espirito remains focused on the company's core mission, helping people grow, as he looks forward to a 9-figure goal in 2026. This drives decisions about expansion, including a potential move into big box retail. Are there people that can't afford what we offer now? He says, yes. And is there a place where those people tend to go across all of America to buy stuff? Target, Walmart, he notes. If we're not there, by definition, we're not serving those people. For small business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs, Espirito's journey offers valuable lessons about patience, calculated risk-taking, and the power of building genuine communication and connections with the audience that you have. 10 years ago, he says, I didn't have a ton of cash. I didn't have a ton of experience. I didn't really know anything about what I'm doing now, he reflects. Keep trudging forward and experimenting and try new things, trying things out and taking smart risks, and you probably will grow. In an era where brands rely heavily on paid advertising, Epic Gardening's content-first, community-driven approach stands out. The company has created something increasingly rare in today's business landscape: videos that people actually want to watch alongside a brand that loyal customers buy and eagerly recommend to others. As Espirito puts it, brand is the only thing that pays you forever because it's word of mouth. Really, word of mouth. Brand is the experience people have and they tell other people about it. So I want to share with you this clip from Epic Gardening with their new seed line.
13 years ago, guys, I went into the nursery with my brother one fateful summer, and we decided to start a garden together. He started some basil plants. He was smart. He just went into the live plants section and just bought some basil like a normal beginner would. I, on the other hand, was less smart, and I looked at a giant wall of seeds. My eyes glazed over, I had no clue what I was doing, and I grabbed some random seed packets, one of which was a cucumber from a little company called Botanical Interests. And I started those seeds and I had a terrible time growing them. I totally failed. They tasted like absolute booty. My brother, I asked him if he remembered how they tasted. He said, yeah, man, I almost threw up when I ate them. They were that bad. For some reason or another, I'm still sitting here today with a garden. I still got hit by the bug, but a lot of people don't when they fail that very first time gardening, which is why in this little box, which has the Botanical Interests logo on it, which is our seed company now, I don't have Botanical Interest seeds. I have Epic Gardening seeds. It's pretty crazy to hold this in my hand, not only because the art looks epic, but because there are 40 varieties of all new seeds here. And why would you do this? Why would we do something like this when Botanical Interest has 700 varieties of seeds? that are carried in like 5,000 stores and you can buy them online. Why would you start a new seed line? Seems kind of crazy, seems kind of weird, but we did it for a very specific reason. And it's all about you, the beginner gardener. I've been growing for like 13 years now. I know hundreds of different varieties of seed. I know how to start them. I know why to choose this tomato over another, when to plant a specific variety, all the different intricacies that you do learn as you grow up as a gardener. But when you start, don't you kind of just want to know what squash to grow if you want to grow squash? Should there just be one that you can choose? And that was the genesis of why we created the 40 seed line of Epic Gardening Seeds. You keep asking, how do I know what variety to choose? What if I'm on a balcony? What if I'm in a small space? I'm just getting started. So we made a line that is only the best stuff for beginners. It will grow. It has great disease and pest resistance. We made this really sick packet. I honestly am obsessed almost more with the packet than I am with the seeds inside.
Of course, I can't show you the whole video, but definitely go over there and check his channel out. This is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to say that, but I wanted to get it out there that there are good people doing good things and providing free information for you if you are struggling with starting your garden, growing your garden, etc. I know a lot of things, but I don't know everything. I don't think anyone knows everything, but we're all learning and we're all growing. And I look forward to growing my garden and growing with you guys in return. And yeah, hint, hint, if you do want to sponsor me, feel free to, Epic Gardening. So let's get into the video some more. This is not just, this is a passion. You have to have a passion for this. And like he said, he didn't know a lot when he started. But he started. That was the key. He started and he wanted to know. He was eager to learn all the things that he needed to learn in order to grow food, but in turn, grow for the community. And in turn, again, the community give back to him once he started actually providing products for them. They could trust what he was doing. So if you're out there and you're growing and your goal is to not just grow food for yourself, but eventually enough where you can, sell it or have products and sell it, please don't give up on your dream. Continue to do it. This is why I'm doing this video for Motivational Monday. I'm going to try to do this every Monday, find someone that I can do a motivational video on. So you guys, I want you to keep growing. Remember, if you sow a seed today, you grow your food tomorrow. Now, you know you ain't going to be eating it tomorrow, but you will be growing it, okay? All it takes is that little tiny seed. Plant a seed today, grow food tomorrow. And y'all, please hit that like button. That does help the channel get out in front of more people, so more people will know what I'm doing over here on Tommy Bites Homestead. It supports the channel. It is a free way to support the channel. Feel free to share it out with your family and your friends on your social media. And if you have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe and become one of our family members, which I call my YouTube cousins.